Hey everybody, this is Let Me See Your Transcript, your very favorite history teacher. Just coming back on, and some of you were probably in my last live, and you're like, how come I don't see her no more? Or you probably like, hey, I'm gonna go back, and I left. You probably left, and you were coming back, and you couldn't find my live. Well, guess what? I was still talking in my live, and then I was like, how come I don't see no people in here? And then I said, oh, I must have gotten, a strike or takedown or some type of YouTube guideline that I didn't abide by. I was like, but luckily StreamYard uh allows you to record your video. So I still have a recording of the video. And I just took it as I just filled out a counter notification, like the one that you see on my thumbnail. So that's also why it took me a while to get back, because I was just trying to make sure I was filling it out properly. Basically, and as you can see, this is probably why I don't normally a lot of times don't always do reactions. And I probably should have did this on my backup channel, but so a lot of times you don't see me. I just do commentary. So I'm just trying to do something different for the summer. Yeah, and yeah, you had a hey Susan Johnson V Harjet. Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, I need to come back and do a follow up video, because some people are gonna come back and be like, and I even texted one of my friends, and I was like, do you see my video? Do you see it? And so I kept refreshing. I ended it on StreamYard, and then I went to my email and I went to the YouTube studio, and I said, well, let me just refresh it. It's probably going to pop up soon. And so I see the email, I see the YouTube studio, and I just said, okay. And I was like, well, who? And I'm looking at who hit me with the strike, and I'm not surprised. And I thought I was doing a good job as far as I put up the disclaimers. I shared the links. I didn't share the whole video. I was doing commentary under fair use. So I did do a counter notification. So they'll tell me in 2 days whether or not my reason is a reason that they can remove the strike and put the video back up. So didn't I even tell y'all to go and watch the rest of her video, right? I didn't see the video on membership, so yeah, she did. But like I said, like my thumbnail said, sometimes this happens as a content creator. It's not, most of the time it's not anything. I don't think it's personal. I just think like, hey, this is her content. She has really great interviews, and she wants making sure that people are not taking advantage of her. And I understand that, but I just like, it's fair use though. V Hard did. No, you didn't say no more new friends. What does that have to do? Kimmy did. For her, it says it right there. Hold on, let me go. Let me see. Let me go to my. Yeah. Okay. It says, I can show you what it says. You can see it. Okay. Hold on, y'all. I'll be back. Hey, boy. Coming. Hello. Yes. All right. Thank you so much. All right. You too. All right. I see you, boy. I know. Okay. Oh, that's my dinner. I really, I was eating the grapes, but I should have ate earlier. Okay. So do y'all see? Hold on. Do y'all see what I see? Yeah, I thought I was doing a good job. I put it, and I shared the links in the live chat. I shared it in the description. Um, I don't, but when y'all saw me, well, most of y'all saw me go to her page, and I clicked on the video. It didn't say members only, and I'm not a member on her channel. So if it was on members only, I wouldn't have been able to click it. Yeah, hey boy, y'all see boy. Boy is just here because he was sleep on the couch and he knows that there's food. So, but this just happens sometimes as content creators, and it's for that just did Jaguar Wright, new attorneys in danger because she's a narcissistic succubus, and so, as y'all can see here, it says the person that content found in entire video. No, it was not in an entire video. Okay. It says exclusive Jaguar Wright was a troubled teen and was hanging out in spots. That's her last video that I was showing. I didn't even show that whole video. I even just said, oh, this is I didn't put the minute mark. Go to minute 6:50. Then I said, y'all watch the rest of the video, and I put the link in the chat. So it said it was the entire video, content found an entire video, because my video, to be honest, was over 2 hours. And I literally put I put a disclaimer before all of the videos before. So, oh, thank you, Cheryl Arley. So appreciate it. So I'm just like, okay. So I just followed a counter notification, as you can see on the thumbnail, and I just submitted it. It is what it is. So I just wait a couple of days to see what YouTube says. So, but in case y'all was looking for, my Jaguar Wright is a succubus. Oh, thank you, Cheryl Lee. I appreciate it. So, but Kimmy Love, if you felt that I was just infringing on your copyright, I sincerely apologize. I'm sorry, but I don't think I was. I think I was abiding by fair use doctrine. So, all right. But my dinner's here. Danny's on, so I gotta catch up. And tomorrow's Father's Day. I think I'm gonna go give my cousin his present. Because he's my older cousin. Him and my mom actually grew up together. So my mom grew up with her nephew. Because my older aunt that I used to take care of, she had him when she was really, really young. So he's gonna get a Father's Day gift because he did some father things for me growing up, and so he was there for me. So I'm giving him a gift. I would like to go tomorrow live and do a video, but I want to do a video something different. I want to look at, hey, Shakim Ra, the Sun Guy. Y'all should need to check out his channel. Okay. I wanted to do something about good fathers, bad fathers, but I was going to look at celebrities because I feel like there's some celebrities that are really good dads. And then there are some celebrities that I feel like you need to do better. Some people feel like certain dads are dusties, and I disagree with that. But then I think some other dads, they can, like I said, they can try harder. I think some of them are experiencing parental alienation. I think some of them, like I said, some of them are really, really good. Please don't say it means all the mothers, because I'm this is the thing. I was raised by my mom, and mostly by my mom, but also my extended family, male and female cousins, uncles and stuff. But I feel like Father's Day is Father's Day and Mother's Day is Mother's Day. You don't see the single fathers who raise their kids by themselves hijacking Mother's Day. Let's give them their due, okay? So I know some of y'all feel some way. I was a father and a mother. Okay, but let's look at society and our traditional gender roles. Okay. The male teachers, the male cousins, the big brothers, okay, uh, the uncles. Those were their father figures. Let them have this, please. Even saw Kevin on stage. He was upset because he's actually an example of a very good father. And he says he hates Father's Day because he said because women get on there and start saying, "Hey, happy Father's Day to all the fathers and happy Father's Day to all the single mothers who was the mother and the father." So he feels like it's hijacked and they don't have as many good gifts. That's why I asked my cousin-in-law. It's like, hey, what does he want for Father's Day? Because I'm a person that I try to give you a gift that that I know you want. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, First Lady Sparkle. Yeah. So I just feel like, yeah. So there are some dads that I feel like I like 50 Cent. He actually moved here. He does some good things in the community. But you need improvement, sir. Okay. Let me see. Tom Cruise. I just feel like, sir, when you gonna get out that church so you can have a healthy relationship with your children? At least with Suri. Like that church shouldn't be above your kid. I'm just saying. Like, are y'all fine? Like, what's going on? And then Brad Pitt. I feel like you are going through parental alienation. I feel like Angelina Jolie is making you experience what she experienced because her father was an actor, left her mom. She was almost with her and her mom growing up. And so now Angelina Jolie, she's gone into the safety of her children. And I feel like she's doing parental alienation. And so like two of the kids or three of the kids have want to take Pitt off their name. And I'm thinking like, and that's the biological and the adopted. And I'm thinking like, well, where did they get that from? From their mama. And I'm thinking like, does she not understand that she is literally, I just want to tell her, sis, your ex-husband is not your father. And then sometimes she has a really bad relationship with her dad. I'm like, y'all need to go to therapy. Y'all need to do what Ron O'Neal and Tatum O'Neal did that time. They went to therapy. And they had a reality show one time. Then one time he said something, but Ron said something one time though. I really felt like he wasn't listening. He was like, because she kept saying, like, hey, you being my dad, certain things you did affected me. And I think it affected me my later in life. And he kept saying, well, don't blame me for everything that you do. And I'm thinking like he wasn't listening to her. He just felt like she was being blamed. And then the thing was, she wanted to be heard. And that's the thing. There's some like I said, there's some celebrity dads I feel like y'all should have did better. You should have did better. Or there's something like, oh, y'all great. Like Chris Hemsworth, love him. Good dad. Okay. If you look at Eddie Fisher, Carrie Fisher's dad, who was married to Debbie Reynolds, horrible daddy. Because he was just chasing the female stars. Yeah, that's all he was doing. He had three different sets of kids. I think 2 or 3 different sets of kids. This is what I think, though. This is what I think. But is that from her or from other people who know them? Because the man went through a background check. The FBI got involved. They didn't find anything of abuse. But Angelina kept saying, like, oh, he almost hit me in 2016 on the plane. And then, like, now, this year, we see one of her kids, talking about, yeah, I saw, yeah, mom was upset and dad did it on the plane in 2016. I'm thinking, wait a minute, was you even there? Where were you sitting in the plane at? I think Johnny Depp is actually a good dad. He needs to stop dating Steve Harvey, I think, is actually a good dad. He's just not a good husband. Brian McKnight, you a hard. Oh, Brian McKnight, you a disappointment. Oh, you a disappointment. You like literally dumped your black kids and you took on your wife's kids. And I'm thinking, like, were you trying to be Steve Harvey? Because thinking about Steve Harvey, he took his wife's kids that he had. Their names are all Harvey now. Like, I guess he adopted them, but he also took care of the other ones too. When I see pictures of them, I see multiple kids in the videos or on the shows. So he took care of the kids. He just wasn't a good husband. And I'm just looking at, like, he did steal them jokes, but you still did the jokes. Still stole them jokes. I can even say the same thing about Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby, as a father in real life, great father. You just out here hoeing and putting stuff in people's drink. Marlon Wayans, to me right now, is a really great dad. He was honest. He had to struggle with his daughter, who then became his son. His son is trans, a trans dad. I actually think Will Smith is a really good dad too. Some people just don't like their kids, but I just feel like it's a quote that someone said that the way their kids are, at least I feel like it, is that he makes sure that he does things with all three of them, even though they all don't have the same mom. Okay, but I thought they were in his life, because didn't he give one of them away? I think Dwayne Wade is also another dad. He gets a lot of flack because they were like, "Oh, why you let your wife make your son into your daughter?" Excuse me. They said they went to therapy as a family, and that they also, Zaya went to therapy by herself. This was not a rushed idea. I believe he probably wanted to have a trans daughter, a living trans daughter, than a heterosexual son that was dead. I'm just saying. Like, Now, who was a bad dad, but I think he became a good dad in the end? I do think John Voight was trying, and I still think he still tries. It's just him and his daughter. Like, y'all need to go to therapy. Y'all need to do a Tatum O'Neal and Ron. Y'all need to learn from Ron O'Neal and Tatum O'Neal and take it over there, get some therapy, and get off this internet and work on that. No, I understand therapists can be crazy themselves, but them out here still doing what the same thing they're doing and thinking it's going to change anything is no. That's why there's different therapists. You get also recommendations. I go to a therapist. I don't have the same one that I have, but it took me a while. Mm-hmm. And let me see. Who's a good dad? Who's the other thing? I think Gary Owen has gotten a lot of flack. I think he was a really great dad with his first kids. Now he has new kids. But because he divorced the mom got mad at him, and I think the kids chose her side. And I think it's also another case of parental alienation, because this man actually went to his daughter's graduation and she didn't want him there, but he still wanted to be there. He literally texted her and was like, "Hey," because because the daughter didn't want to see him. She said, "Hey, I'm here. Congratulations on your graduation." I want to say he gave her flowers. Do you know that heifer blocked him? She was like, "Oh, you over here going beyond my boundaries." Da, 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 da. And I'm thinking, like, girl, he came to your graduation. He made sure he was still there. Like he was still there at your milestone. He know that you didn't want to see him, but he still wanted to see you cross the stage. Like, I'm thinking, like, sis, do you know how some people want to be in the same position as you? I don't know if y'all ever saw the story where he said how him and his first wife, they were gonna divorce, and they were actually in the middle of a separation, but his father saw him with the new lady, and then his father went and snitched to his wife. Then I guess she got mad, and so that's when she started putting that stuff in the news, and everybody got mad at him. And then he said one of the people that was working with him, that person started bad mouthing him to, he thought it was his friend. I guess everyone, it looks like what everybody just took her side and felt like he was just doing wrong. And the thing is, he has never said anything bad about her. Like, he has not come out here and said 50 Cent type stuff. He even said some nice things that she had did, because I followed him on Gary Allen on his show. But then now he's getting flack is that he's in another relationship with another Black woman, and he had twins. So unfortunately, he's happy to be a dad again, but it looks like, oh, you did a Brian McKnight, and I don't think that's fair. And so one lady called him a Dusty, and I was like, I don't think he's a Dusty, because I feel like on her part is parental alienation. You're mad at me for divorcing you, and I got someone else, so I'm gonna like smear your name with the kids, and the kids take my side. My thing is this. So I just feel like when I heard what his daughter did, I was like, wait a minute. And by the way, Gary also helped raise his ex-wife's oldest son. So he was like, but in his case, he was at all the milestones though. This was like her last, I guess, major for school milestone. Yeah. And so I'm just like, and he actually wants to talk to his older kids. They don't want to talk to him. So, I mean, I hope he continues to try. At least say, hey, whenever you want to talk to me, this is my number. This is who I am. The door is always open. But I kind of feel like this is what I did. I think, hey, real talking to you with Kimila. I removed the strike because Shirley asked to please next time ask for permission, please. Okay, I will do that. What is can you put your email address in the chat so that I'll have it? Thank you, Cheryl. But yeah, I just feel like, because even like Lindsay Lohan had a really bad relationship with her parents. Both her parents, really got into like, oh, my child is Lindsay Lohan. And their marriage broke up. And so then Lindsay started having all these legal problems. And I think she wasn't talking to both her parents. She was getting in trouble in court. He still showed up to court for her, and he wasn't talking. Cheryl is awesome. Thank you, Kimmy. Thank you, Cheryl. Okay. And so, yeah, I was like, and it was like every time she went to court, her dad was in the back. She wasn't speaking to him, but I was like, I know he done some really bad things, but if your kid, you still there for your kid, even at their lowest. That's gonna mean something in the end. Hey, Shauna. Yeah. So I just feel like, I want to say I read somewhere where she said her and her dad have a better relationship. I don't know if her and her mom have. I think her mom is too much though, because she was trying to do the same thing that she did with Lindsay. She tried to do with the second daughter. She was just doing some extra stuff I didn't like. Hmm. Yeah. Kimmy, did you put your email address in there? Or is it on it's probably on the page. I'll just get it later. But yeah, so I just feel like there's some good dads, like celebrity dads, and then um there's some dads that I feel like, okay. Like for me, it's really heartbreaking with 50 Cent and his one of his older sons. You can tell that 50 Cent does not like his, I guess, the first baby mother. And this probably is a case of parental alienation. But I think the son understands now that whatever his mother's issue is his mother's issue. He wants to have a relationship with his dad, but I guess since the son, I guess, initially took the mom's side, it's like 50 Cent is not letting it go. And so what does his son do? He does what his father does. Okay. All right. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Y'all please like, share, subscribe to Kimmy Love if you haven't already. Appreciate that. Thank you to Cheryl Arlie. I'll definitely email you, then contact you beforehand the next time. So, but yeah, I just feel like, so his dad likes to troll, so he trolled his dad back, but it still didn't. It. I still like the son still didn't get what he want, but I think he got. I think at least to everybody else, I think he got the point across. It's like, dude, I just want to have a relationship with you. You're still mad because I took mama's side. He was like, dude, here's the money. I give it back to you if I can spend a few hours with you. And I think now, his other baby mama, did she used to be with Diddy or something? So I don't know if he's trying to get custody of them. I'm just like, come on, y'all. Just can y'all do better? Damn. Yeah, so I'm just like, come on. This is keep the communication up with. Mm-hmm. And the moms out there, if you know that your baby daddy is no shit, not shit, let your kid find out that they not shit. You ain't gotta keep telling them. They'll find out eventually. But you need to start understand something. Because you're hurt that they don't want to be married to you no more, that doesn't mean that they don't want to be with the kids' life. And that's not fair. Don't be a stereotypical toxic mother. Come on, y'all. And the dads out there, don't stop trying. They got email, text messages, social media. You can send them. You can deliver stuff. Stuff can be delivered to them. You know, phone calls. Just saying. Hey, I'm thinking of you. Hey, are you okay? You know, do you need me to pick you up from the, like, if you know that they're going to, like, somebody in that family is going to keep you abreast of what's going on. Yeah, it's hard because I mean my mom for a long time was always complaining about my dad, and I got tired of it. I didn't want to hear no more. But then guess what? Eventually she stopped doing that. But then I found out that my daddy was no good on my own. And that's something I gotta deal with. And then to find out later on that he treated another sister better than me, or like their child, because he got married again and had you know stepkids and kids. And it was like, wow, you weren't even, I'm thinking like, you're not even blood, and you got to be treated like a real daughter, and I was a blood one. I didn't get that. And that's just an issue I gotta have as a kid. And I just like, you know So when I see there's some dads out here really doing it, I'm like, y'all, that's a good daddy. I've had some good dads as parents doing some really good things. Because there's some dads out here who are adopting kids. You know, I forgot this one guy. He had adopted like I think Prince one year. He didn't do a performance at an award show, but he wanted to introduce and give this award to this guy who basically became a adopted father. And he had like over 10 kids in his house. And I'm thinking like, and then I think the man had actually gotten shot by someone in the neighborhood who didn't have a father, didn't have one. So I'm just like, okay. Mm-hmm. So I even saw some pictures of I think some good dads last weekend. Their kids graduated from college. I didn't know Ludacris had a daughter that graduated from college. Yeah, Cat Williams is a really good dad. Shaq is a really good dad. One of his kids lives here in Houston. You know, LeBron James Smith is a good dad. And this is the thing too. This is another one. He's getting a lot of flack in the news. But I feel like it's again, I don't know why I keep thinking it. For me, I feel like it's still parental alienation. I know, but then again, maybe this is the pattern of the parents got a divorce and the divorce is icky. And so now I see it spilling over with the kids. So like Miley Cyrus' dad, what's Miley Cyrus' daddy name? Uh what's Miley Cyrus' daddy name? First name. Okay, so him and his wife, his wife initiated a divorce. Then she took it back, and then I guess they tried to work it out. And then she initiated divorce a second time. Then all of a sudden, Miley was like saying this stuff about her dad and about her mom and Billy Ray. Thank you, Billy Ray. So, I guess when they finally got a divorce, it was finalized, and then I think he's I think he's engaged. But this is the thing: his ex-wife got involved with the man, got in a new relationship before she did. Molly was not here saying nothing bad about her mama. At least I don't remember it. Then all of a sudden she's got comments and stuff she's saying about her dad. And then now she said the other week, oh, I this is what she said. I inherited my father's narcissism. You don't, and I'm thinking like myself, yeah, and then part of me was you think Britney Spears' daddy is good? Yeah, but your son is different from everybody. You want a living gay son, not a dead, intended to be straight son. So yeah. Um, yeah. Brittany's dad. I think Brittany's dad may have been helpful in the beginning. When you have a whatever they had going into a decade, it's like, wait a minute now, what you trying to do? But I just felt like one, you can't inherit narcissism. It don't work like that. I don't think it goes from parent to kid. And my thing was this: you were throwing slugs at your dad, but you were also using that to excuse your behavior. And I'm thinking to myself, then she said, oh, the person who really raised me was my mom. And I'm thinking to myself, your daddy took his achy breaking heart money and invested your ass in that Hannah Montana show. Because we not see Billy Ray playing her daddy, even though he's her real daddy, on that show. Did we not see him and the wife at different award shows with Miley, right? Even when she came out here, was trying to like be all sexual and stuff and do her thing. He never came out here and say, "Oh, I wish she would do something else." She dated that dude. He had a couple of other songs, but damn it, he invested that achy breaking heart money in his goddamn daughter career. That was his biggest hit. I think he had another hit too. Then he did the thing with Nas X. I thought was cool. Because people were saying his song wasn't country. He was like, "Oh, it ain't country. Well, let me go sing on the hook then." But I'm just like, and I'm thinking like, so if your dad was in your TV show, he was, I guess, your manager when you was also going doing the concerts and stuff. You and the mom was all out here at the award shows. He never came out here and said nothing bad about you. But you say you inherited a narcissism from him? Lord have mercy. Like, girl, go get some. Like, why did? Oh, I wish your parents had told you to go to college. I noticed most of the child stars who go to college, they all seem well adjusted right now. Jodie Foster went to college. The girls on Roseanne, they all went to college. Keisha Knight Pulliam went to college. Manuel Lewis went to college. Hell, didn't Romeo go to college? Like, what is wrong with y'all? But no, Miley wanted to be, she got married. And then she did the same thing Ashley Simpson did. And Ashley Simpson, is it Ashley Simpson? And is it Nick Lachey? Remember when they had that show? Like, that was the only guy she had ever dated. They broke up. She dated one more guy, and then they got back together, and then they got married. And then they did that reality show, and I kept saying to myself, y'all shouldn't have did that reality show. I'm like, I don't think y'all was ready to get married. No, not at all. And they both ended up marrying other people and seemed to be happy with the people they with now. But then I kept seeing Liam and Hannah and Molly. I said, no, this is going to be like Ashley Simpson and Nick Lachey again. Hey, Miss Furlow Speaks. And then this was the thing. I didn't even know that they were almost married 10 years. And I'm sorry, Liam has never come out and said nothing bad about Hailey. So my thing is this. Did you learn that you was a narcissist because, like, maybe you didn't do what you were supposed to do in that marriage? And they did the same thing. They were together, broke up, and then tried to date other people, and then got back together again, and then got married. And I'm trying to figure out, did they get married? Did they get divorced around the time her parents did? I'm just like, somebody needed to go counseling or something and sit the hell down. Because my thing, I want to tell Molly, since you say you inherited your daddy's narcissism, does it mean you're going to go to therapy, unlike your father, to deal with your narcissism so your next relationships will be better? That's what I would ask her. I'm just like, and that's what I'm thinking. Your dad still ain't come out here and said shit bad about you. Yeah, I think the Olsen twins had good parents. I think Tia and Tamara's dad that had good parents. I want to say, didn't Tia and Tamara actually went to college? I don't know about the Olsen twins going to college. They just went and did. Alan Thicke was a good dad. I think his son Robin is. I saw him at the funeral when at the graveside. He looked heartbroken. Like his daddy was gone. And then he had just got that divorce from that Patterson lady. I hope he's being, and then I know he was having some difficulty with some visitation going on with his ex-wife. So I hope they have finally come to a point where they can co-parent. But he was out here feeling himself and being a hoe, and he shouldn't have been there. He tried to get her back, but it didn't work. So at least hopefully he's been a better dad. I think he's in a relationship with someone else, and they have a child too. Yeah, Paula Patterson. Is it right? Paula Patterson? Yeah. I saw some magazine the other day. It looked like she found her new man. So I'm like, okay, girl, good for you. So, okay. I thank y'all for listening to me doing this all this time. And thank you, Cheryl Arlie. Now I do think Lenny Kravitz is a good dad. I think also uh what's his name? Who else I think is a good dad? I can't think of his name off the. Have you seen him? Have you seen that red carpet he was on? I know in his I could tell his outfit was very princess. Can you believe he's six? Is he 60? I was like, oh my goodness, girl. I'm like, Lisa Bonet, how'd you get him, girl? Him and then Jason Mom. I was like, girl, she must got that Eric Badu stuff. Cause they were even they were even cause Lenny and Lisa were co-parenting, and then him and Jason was getting along. I'm like, wow. They were like buddies and shit. I'm like, wait a minute. This girl got her new man and her old man get along. Oh, girl, now I'm disappointed though. I was like, damn, that's at least not know how to catch him, but not in divorce. But now he got a new girlfriend. So I'm just like, whatever. I could dream, can I? So okay, y'all. Let me go. Okay, boy, I need my food right there. And I know you're looking at my food. I'll give you some, and I need to take him out. So yeah, they call each other brothers. Okay. All right. Thank you, Sidra Watkins. Thank you, Spirit. Miss Furlow Speaks. Lady Libra, aka Shanna Lewis. Real Talking Tea with Kimmy Love. Cheryl R. Lee. Blue Rain, 1920. Octavia's World. V. Harjet. First Lady Sparkle. Shakira Rada Sun God. Susan Johnson. And Ingrid Scott. V. Harjet. Okay. Thank y'all so much. I will talk to y'all later. Bye. You're in danger. Well, I'm no longer in danger. Okay. All right. Bye. Okay, boy, let me take you out.